So I came in this morning and plugged in the coffee and turned on the lights, and Doug always keeps his iPod here. And in fact, that iPod is going all day long with just a variety of music. I turned on the iPod, and the very first song that was on there was In This Very Room. So I thought, I guess it's destiny that we have that as our theme today. So in light of that, I took a walk and spent a couple of moments in every room in the church. And I took a little extra time in that one Sunday school room where Lori Glute used to put together all the stuff for the teachers. And then I went in the basement, in the storage room where the late Mr. Fix-It used to hide the duct tape so none of us could find it. And I spent some time in the gym, and where number 44, Scott, years ago would shoot baskets. In fact, it's Scott's mom, Jan Mitchell. It's her birthday this weekend. So I thought about Scott, number 44. Spent a little time in the kitchen because this is the time of the year where, the men's club would meet, and then they would gather and do all the cooking and stuff for the spaghetti dinner, and that ain't going to happen this year. And I just thought about all the things that happened in each one of the rooms of our church. Jesus says, in my Father's house are many mansions, many rooms. And so we can relax. There's going to be a room for each one of us, a space for each one of us in God's kingdom. And Jesus didn't really have a room because he just was a kind of an itinerant preacher. He slept wherever he happened to be. But he didn't have a house, he didn't have a home congregation because Jesus' room was his heart. And in his heart was room for all kinds of people. People like you and me. His journey was our journey, and our journey was his house. So wherever we are, we kind of share that place with Jesus. And in Jesus' rooms, there's lots of room for forgiveness. There's room for second chances. There's room for the really religious and the really unreligious. There's room for the faithful, and there's room for the doubters, the rich and the poor, and for you and me. This morning, I know that in this very room, a few of us are here, that we all know that we've discovered that over the last almost year that the church is bigger than these walls. Today, the church is wherever you happen to be watching it, whether it's your living room or in your car on your way to someplace. Our church is in Arizona. It's in California. It's in Austria. It's in Italy. It's in Hawaii and Southern Illinois. It's in the ICU unit at Palos Hospital and hospitals throughout the country. Yes, the church is all over the place. And when you leave here to go do what you're going to do today, the church is you in the way you take care of yourself and treat other people. I've been moved the last couple days by the tributes to Hammer and Hank Aaron, number 44. What's heartening to me is that when someone was as good as he was at his sport and his craft, when somebody like him, who broke probably the most iconic home run record that baseball ever saw, that when he even had to battle all kinds of prejudice, as Jackie Robinson did, and the way he handled all that the words used mostly in tributes to Henry Aaron are kindness and humility, because that's just the way he carried himself. And he had a saying that I thought was kind of fun. He says, my motto was always to keep swinging. If I was in a slump, I'd keep swinging. If I was feeling badly, I'd keep swinging. If I was having trouble off the field, I'd keep swinging, because the only thing to do in life is to keep swinging. And I thought about that. I think most of us have been in a little bit of a slump during the past few weeks, at least on occasion, and we got to keep swinging to get out of it. My guess is that most of us, even in this room, have had moments where we felt very badly about lots of stuff. Personal stuff other people. If you feel badly, you got to keep swinging. A lot of us have problems. My gosh, I have problems I didn't know were invented yet. But every day you got to get up and keep on swinging. And I thought about this every day. I'm not going to stop swinging. I'm never going to stop opening the door of the church. I'm never going to stop praying for you and your families and all of us. I'm never going to stop sticking together, because we got to just keep on swinging and carrying on and doing the best we can every single day. That's why we're here. That's why we have all these rooms. That's why Jesus came, to let us know that he, in his own way, would give us the strength to swing every day. I remember as a young kid, my grandparents always used to take me to Comiskey Park. But there was one day when my grandpa took me to Wrigley Field, and it was the Chicago Cubs against the Milwaukee Braves. And it was the 9th inning, and the bases were loaded, and Milwaukee was up, and the Cubs were ahead by 3 runs. And they brought in their relief pitcher, and Hank Aaron came up to bat, and he hit a home run. And they won the game. And after he hit the home run, as he was rounding the bases, everybody got up and gave him a standing ovation in Wrigley Field for the guy who beat him. And I was thinking to myself, that standing ovation, was that because of his home run? Or was that because of the kind of man that he was? It was because of the kind of man he was and the way he carried himself. You know, there's lots of heroes out there in our world, everyday heroes, who deserve a standing ovation. And the least we can do is say thank you and pray for them. And all I know, and as you know, I don't know much, humility and kindness have exactly the kind of power that our world needs every day. Amen. If you're able to, please rise for the creed.